Welcome back to Life of Die. I'm Gordon, the regular host, and I'm joined by Craig. How you doing, Craig?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I know this is a good one we've got today. We're playing Orks v Squats, the ultimate grudge match, I think. So I'm taking the Orks, and Craig will be the Squats. So the main thing to mention is that since we last played, the FAQs came out for Legions Imperialis, and one or two minor things came out of it, Craig.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the biggest change is the march order for infantry now only moves double rather than triple. You know, something we enjoyed doing a triple march for infantry when it first came out. It definitely gave us more impetus to take infantry, made them very powerful, and it's quite exciting getting them up the field so quickly. But I think on reflection, it's probably the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Putting them back to double move, and it probably makes tanks and transports a little bit more viable again. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think there's too many other changes that affect us really. Most of them are kind of unit specific things. So I don't think there's too much else in the FAQ that we need to worry about.
On previous reports, we said that Titans couldn't capture objectives. We know that they can, but they have no tactical strength. So as soon as they're contested, they cannot hold them.
Yeah, and that was clarified in the FAQ, in fairness.
Okay, so let's have a closer look at our forces. For my 4,000 points, I've taken the Evil Sons clan, and they have also taken a Slasher Gargant. Slasher Gargant has a Gutbuster, Death Cannon, and the Slasher Attack Gun. I've then also taken the Bad Moon clan. They have taken battle wagons and 2 Giblet Grinders to get them into the fight, transports, and they've also taken the Weird Boy Battle Tower. And in addition to that, the Bad Moons have the Great Gargant, and that has the Gutbuster, the Gatling Cannon, Magnum Mega Cannon, Battle Cannon Head, Scorcher Turret, and Observation Turret. And I've also got the Cult of Speed. So the Cult of Speed is Nob's War Bikes plus War Buggies. I've also taken an extra formation of War Bikes and an extra formation of Nob's War Bikes. They also have the War Bus attached to them. And finally, I made up all the kind of spare slots that I had. I've made up a huge mob of Mad Boys. So it'll be interesting to see if they do anything at all. We'll see. Over to Craig.
Okay, and for my 4,000 points of squats, I've got the Iron Eagle Gyrocopter Wing, and that's supported by an Overlord Armoured Airship. I've got the Guildbaker Trike Company, and that's supported by a Colossus. I've got the Ironbreaker Robot Company, just here, and that's supported by a Cyclops. And then I've got the Ironbreaker Company, which comes with a Leviathan, and that's Warriors and 2 units of Berserkers with their Hearthguard and Warlord. And then I've got Rhinos and a Grand Warlord.
Alright, and the mission we've rolled up today is Point Assault. So we deploy in these kind of V shapes against each other, which is quite interesting. Certainly I'm quite happy about it because it means my Gargants can deploy quite a bit further forward, and that's always a problem with the Gargants. The other thing about it is, the objectives. So if you capture your opponent's deep objective, their baseline objective, you'll get 7 VPs. You'll get 4 for capturing any of these 3 in the middle, and you'll get a bonus 4 if you capture 2 of these. So you would get 8 plus an extra 4 on top of that. And as usual with our Legions Imperialis 40K rule set, we are also giving out victory points for breaking enemy formations.
Yeah, and you get 2 VPs for holding your own baseline one as well.
Apologies, missed that one. I knew something was missing. Anything else we need to cover?
No, I think we're good to go.
Right, let's get into it. Alright, we're into turn 1, and Craig's squat bikers have jumped my Bad Moons, who have just come out of the Giblet Grinder, and I'm going to overwatch them. So 5 or 6s, 7 dice.
Yeah, just 6s.
Oh, just 6s, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Not bad.
Couple,
2 of them.
These guys are doubled up, and then that keeps it all.
Yep,
So
1 in each.
Cool. Nice one. Okay, and just interrupting the movement phase again in turn 1. So, Gordon, you've charged in with your war bikes. You've already matched up with the Berserkers there, but now that they're charging the Rhinos, will get some point defense off. So it'll just be 3 dice from the Rhinos hitting on 6s.
Only one's been attacked.
The whole unit fires at the whole unit.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so it's 3. Aye, okay,
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, so they're just getting charged as they come in.
1 hit.
Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 1 movement. Now, we forgot to film the deployment setup, but try and walk you through where we are. As with the Scots, I've not really moved them much on since from their initial deployment, so there's not too much to talk about there. But yeah, so I basically started off with my Colossus and my Cyclops sort of in cover. I've left the Colossus where he was because you can use the recon gyrocopter to do some spotting for his barrage weapons. I've had to shimmy my Colossus round slightly to get a shot down at your Gargant if he gets a chance. My gyrocopters are sitting behind this hill on pop-up or on first fire order, so they can do a pop-up attack. Same for these ones. I moved my berserkers into the woods here, and then they were jumped by your bikes, and unfortunately my own bikes were on march, so I've not been able to countercharge you, so it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath in the woods there. My bikes have moved into this objective, but again they're being faced down upon by your war boss, and he's got quite a lot of firepower, so yeah, I don't foresee them going for too long. Because I deployed first, I should have mentioned that I've got my robots as kind of ablative guys up the front here. That's really just to prevent Gordon from deploying too close to the centre line, but it still hasn't really made too much of a difference because you've got your Mad Boys entire mob there coming over the hill, so I don't see the robots being long for this world either. And then on my left flank, I deployed the rest of my gyrocopters and the rest of my squat brotherhoods, and I've just moved them into the buildings, and again keeping the gyrocopters back on first fire. On your side, you've had your entire Evil Sons clan and have moved into the woods here, taking up positions, although they're not going to be able to fire this turn because they're on charge orders. Yeah.
So the default to advance, but you can't fire, so effectively I just removed the orders, it's too confusing.
Then Badman's up the middle here, taking buildings, and then there was that mob that came out, the Giblet Grinders, which have managed to jump, but then they've been countercharged by the rest of the Cult of Speed. So yeah, there's going to be some horrible close combat to come, I think.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
Definitely. Let's get into it. Alright, my Great Gargant then is going to kick off the game. So he's going to fire his Scorcher turret at 2 of these. He's going to fire his Gatling cannon at a squad of 5. He's going to fire the ball round at your Cyclops over there. He's also going to fire the head cannon and the mega cannon thing, whatever it's called again.
Magnum mega cannon.
Yeah, thank you. And it's clangers that I'm firing at him as well. So first of all, I'll start with the ball round because that's the simplest thing. So I need to roll for deviation. You really want this to deviate.
Nope.
And it doesn't. Okay, so
that's all the shields gone, is it?
I believe so. Alright, so we just checked the rules there. It does knock down all the void shields, and then you have to make a save at -4.
Nope.
So failed. So you're going to take pointed damage. Well, in fact, this is one of the things we beefed up the ball round. So 4 wounds.
Okay, so it's down to 1 wound.
Ouch. And I've still got the head cannon, which is 2 dice, 4 or more. 1 hit, -2, 3 up save.
Nope, he's gone.
Oh man. Oh, that's grim. I don't want it to go that fast.
No,
Oh wow. Right, so he is gone. So the clanger is irrelevant, doesn't come into play. Gatling cannon into these. So 5 or 6s.
Very good.
4.
So that'll be them. Gone.
No save.
Don't think so. Sorry, so it's a 5+ normally and goes to a 6.
No,
so
I'm okay. And the 2 Scorchers is the last thing. 3 pluses. 1 hit, so.
He's okay. Unless it's a no minus on that one, is it?
No, it's a 0.
And yeah, I wouldn't need to do armor. I'll check for these guys because they're robots.
Yeah.
So my robots, before they get wiped out, I'm going to use this detachment here and fire into your war boss in this building there.
Yep.
So it'll be hitting on 6s. Just
1.
And it's you get a 4-up fix.
Oh yeah.
It's
Saved. Okay.
Anyways.
Alright, my Slasher Gargant then, he's going to fire his Slasher attack gun, which gives him 5 dice and 4s to hit. And he's also going to fire a death cannon at them as well. Actually, I'll fire the death cannon at your airship, because he'll be in range because it's 100 range on the death cannon. So that's a 3 or more to hit, and the reds are 4s. So 2 robots and your airship hit. The Slash attack gun is -2, I think.
Right, so 2 robots are gone.
Yeah.
And then for the airship, you've got to roll for.
Yeah, so it might pass. So you roll this, so it's 1 to 3, it'll do nothing. nothing, so you're fine. It's always a weird rule that.
Mm-hmm.
But good, I'm good for you.
You not got anything else with him?
Oh, he's got the Gutbuster,
Yeah,
of course. The ball round. Just fire at your control vehicle, actually. Again, just rolling that scatter thing, because it's a ball round. I'm always in... These are always automatically reloading ball rounds. And goes that way, so... they're going 4d6 that way, so there's nothing in its path, so it's not worth working out.
No worries. Okay, so it's all over to me now for first fire, so I'll just do, for the sake of speed, I'll do the robot control unit and the robot into your mad boys. Looking for 5s. Got 2
dead.
So 2 dead, and they do a mad boy test.
Yes. Okay, it's at the end of every segment.
Okay, my Iron Eagle gyrocopters are going to fire into your war boss and cover there. So essentially works out as 9 dice hitting on 5s. Oh, sorry, 6s because of the cover. And just the one. So you get a 4-up fixed.
Saved.
Right, I'll go for my Colossus next. So it's going to use the gyrocopter to spot the knobs at the back, because they're kind of the only thing that's really an arc for him. Positioned them fairly poorly, so I need to do a check to see how many barrage points he gets. So it's d6 plus 3 barrage points for the Doomsday Cannon.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so
2 ups.
So we're hitting 2s, but it goes to 4s for the guys in the buildings. Now.
You've got 6 in there.
Okay.
3.
3 hits, and you get your 4-up save.
Nope. 3 done. Well done.
And then it'll be the same for the other one, but it's, what's it going to be hitting? 6s?
6s, yeah, 6s to hit.
So there's 3 left in there, hitting on 6s with the missile. Just the 1.
Saved.
Fine. Okay, for the Overlord Armoured Airship, I'm going to fire the battle cannons into the Great Gargant, so 6 dice hitting on 5s. 2, so 2 shields.
25.
Well, you need to roll, don't you, in case one passes through.
Oh, yeah.
So just 2 shields. Okay, I'm going to pop up my gyrocopters and I'm going to fire into this detachment of Evil Sons here, so we'll be hitting on 6s.
Just the 1.
And you get a 5-up cover save.
Yep. Alright, let's do that Mad Boys roll then. So 2d6, 8. The mob decides to shoot all they have at the nearest enemy unit. Mad Mob gets an extra shot per stand. So that's so this,
lone robot.
23, 24, 25. Right, well, that's 50 dice I would be rolling. Shall we just say he's dead?
Yeah, that's fine with me. Cool.
Into close combat then, so I've got initiative, so I can choose who fights first. I'm deciding it's going to be the war buggies will fight first. So I get a +2 for war buggies, and I get a +1 for being in charge. What do you get?
So the Hearthguard is +6, and
right.
the Berserkers are +2.
+6 versus +3, so you're 3 up in this attack.
Yep.
You win. Now it's a knob and an extra dice. So the knob is +4.
It's +4 but +5 for charging. So I'll be +1 overall, but you've got the extra dice.
And you do it. Well done. Okay, and then you're back to... Right, so these are now normal Berserkers.
Yep.
So they're +2.
+2, and you're +3.
Yep. Dear. Okay, next one.
Oh, I get to re-roll my 1s.
Yeah, you do. And you tank him down here. 7 that.
You got me, yep.
Do win that one. Next one. Oh, double 1 again, snake eyes. So another one. This is a catastrophe here.
Oh, I get to re-roll my 2s, don't I, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
Still win that
Got me
one.
that one.
And that was... Oh, I've got a war buggy into you here, so +3. 13, he's gone.
Okay, but
yeah, you win the combat.
Wise, yeah,
well done. So I've got to do the retreat move now, haven't I?
I think let's look into this one again. As always, just making sure we're getting this right, because again, this was clarified a wee bit in the FAQ as well, which was good. So as I won the combat overall, you need to do a morale check, which is fine because your knobs are giving you
+1. Yes, that's one of our house rules.
Yeah, exactly. So you're fine. I think you can choose to withdraw if you want, or you can stay in, essentially.
No, I'll just stay in.
Yep.
Stay in.
No worries. Cool.
Okay, that's that one. This is also quite messy here. So I'm going to allow you to attack the bad moons first, because I'm thinking I really want rid of your bikes, and I'll let my knobs tidy up behind them, basically.
Yeah.
So shall we start down here?
Sure thing. So I'm +4 calf, +1 for charging. You're +1 calf, so I'm +4 overall.
Yeah. You're still good enough. Okay, so the knobs war bikes are +5, +6 because of the charge, and you get +5.
+4, yeah, +4, +1 for the charge. Yeah, so you'll be +1 to me overall.
And 3 dice.
Yeah. I don't think I get my rerolls for these guys.
No, it's only infantry that get that. Yeah, so just to explain, that was a stubborn rule, which squat infantry can reroll 1s normally, but when they're fighting orcs, it's 1s or 2s you can reroll. Okay, on to the next one.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
Oh, he's dead. I don't need to roll. And then same deal. Yeah, just edge that. Yep. Yeah, you got him.
Okay, this guy's got 3 attackers on him in total.
Yes, so I'll risk the bite boy because he's only got +3, so
I've got +1 or 2 overall, but you'll have
3 dice.
Many dice.
Yeah. Go on, next boy. Dead again. Nope, spikes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your commander
Yeah,
fighting against the
Guild-
knob.
Guild master, so he gets +5, so it'll be +6. Knob will be +4.
But no charge.
No
So
charge, so I'll be a +2 to you then.
Yeah. 11. Nope, the knob destroys him.
And the last bike.
Yep, against the boy. And
Okay,
again. So this time it's bite boys. So what was it, +4? And you're +5. Aye, because you get the charge.
Yeah, I
robbers.
get the charge.
But so they are. Aye. So
Yeah.
Even
Your
though
bikes,
it's
no, because your bikes aren't +4.
Oh yeah. Aye, you're right. 3.
Aye.
But they're 4, but you're 5.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Sorry. Oh, not there, man. You could have saved all that.
So I've won
Beat
that.
me,
Just
yeah.
edged at 5 against 6. You would take out 5, my
Yeah.
guys.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so morale check for you.
Well, there's nothing to morale check.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that makes it simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Into advanced file then. So before Craig hits him with this Leviathan, this garrison's building is going to fire back. So I get 4 dice for the 2 knobs, and then I get 1 dice for the rest of the boys. So it's a total of 9 dice, and they're all 5s to hit, and they're all -2 modifier. 3, so 3 shields.
Very good. 1 shield left. Right, Leviathan, having taken a wee shock there, is going to retaliate. So I'm going to put the Doomsday Cannon into the big mob in the building here. That's that one there, yep.
Yeah.
I'll put the Las Cannons into the other building at the back there, and then the Battle Cannon will go into the Giblet Grinder. So we'll do the Las Cannons first, they're easy, so they'll just be hitting on 6s. Just the 1, you get a 4 up. Yep, fine. And then Doomsday, so I need to roll for my barrage points. D6 +3.
So 4,
4, yep.
5 or 6s.
5 or 6s.
So
But
6.
it's always 6s anyway, yep. So how many are under there? 6?
7.
7?
So you get 1 knob in there. Sorry, 2 knobs in there.
Aye.
Of course, it doesn't matter. Sorry.
No, just the 1.
Just the 1.
You get 4 up.
No, so 1 dies.
Yep. And then the Battle Cannon into the Giblet Grinder, 4+.
Alright, these boys in the knob stand will fire at your Leviathan again, just in range. 5 or 6s. 1.
That's the last shield.
Last shield gone.
Okay, not much left for me, so I've got this recon gyrocopter, which assumed it's not really very well documented what it does or how it works, but we're going to fire it anyway. So 3 dice into these nose bikes. The green will be the -2.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. The Giblet Grinders are going to, again, target your Leviathan. 10 dice, 5 or 6s. 2, and the other good news is that it's only -1.
2 ups then?
Yep.
Yep.
Well done. Right, the war boss and his retinue are going to try and obliterate those bikers. 2 dice each, so 12 dice and 5 or 6s.
Oofed. Nice.
No, just 3. 3 picked off. Okay, and 2 battle wagons, battle cannons, 5 or 6s. 1 hit. So, another one.
Enough for a morale check.
Oh.
No. So they are running away. Okay, so we're in the end phase, and these guys are withdrawing, or they're fleeing, and because they're fast, they way right off the battlefield edge. So they're gone.
So, as far as objectives are concerned, I've made a schoolboy error, not bothered to leave any mad boys to capture my deep one. 2 points I've squandered there, but yeah, I've captured nothing because I'm stunning out your stuff most of the turn.
Yep.
But it's so annoying you failed that morale check because you would have had 8 points. But
so yeah, 4 for the middle one, and then 2 for my back objective here. So 6-0 at the moment, but I don't think that really tells the tale of the first turn.
Yeah, I've not had any breakages so far, but my bad moons are on the brink. There's 9 of them, it's 10 break point for them. Cult of Speed, they've got quite a few extra units, so they need a lot more to break. And obviously the Mad Boys are massive, and the Evil Sons have hardly taken any casualties.
Yeah.
How's it looking at your side?
Not great. So obviously we've got the Colossus, which is the big one. That's 6 victory points there. You've completely broken the Guild Bikers as well, so that means these trikes will be on advance orders for the rest of the game. And the robots don't really care about. It's only really the command vehicle that matters for them. And obviously just the Squat Brotherhood, you've taken 3 off them, but not enough to break them yet. Yep. So it's 8 victory points for breaking the bikes and 5 for the Cyclops, so 13.
Yep, 13 versus 8 then. Sorry, 6.
6, yeah.
Sorry. Behind this building, skulking out of sight, is the Weird Boy Battle Tower. He is going to soak up a huge amount of energy because there's got 2 Gargants here. I've rolled them already, so there was 8 for them, and with all these other troops, he's at Overload stage. So 25 points it'll be. So if I roll, I've got to roll and see in case he overloads. This is too much energy potentially for him, so on a 6 he dies. I don't want a 6. Oh! Okay, right, that's going to be good. Right, it hits all models within 2d6, and it will be the TSM that would have happened, which is -5. So this is...
It won't matter massively, I don't think. So
yeah, power... Well...
It'll get through power fields, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll see.
The building should be okay.
So 2d6 centimetres, 6... Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it's definitely close enough to hit, this Gargant. All of these guys are going to take a hit.
Yeah. Battle wagons will just be gone.
Yeah, they're completely gone. But the cover save is going to save them, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Potentially.
Although it's a psychic thing, you would have thought maybe. But
Okay, cover saves, 4-ups. Half of them are dead. That's good news for you.
Morale check as well. Oh no, because it's not a shooting attack. That's another ambiguous one if it's a shoot attack.
Okay, morale check, 3-up. That's passed.
And what about the shields for him? Does it take a shield off?
Oh yeah, the shield. Aye, so let's see if it goes through the shield. You want it to go through here. No, it doesn't, so down to 5 shields. Alright, that was really significant because it broke my bad moons, that guy overloading. So you're going to get 10 points for them. The War Boss is part of the formation for the Cult of Speed, so you've still got some way to go, but yeah. So that puts you on
16 points.
16 points, and I'm in 13, so
yep.
Nice and tight. So we'll see what happens in turn 2.
Sounds good.
Alright, Craig charged his Berserkers in against my War Bikes and my Knobs War Bikes. These guys have got point defence and they've got 2 dice each. All amounts to the same thing, we're rolling for 6s.
Yep.
2 6s.
6s, right. I'll just kill a couple of lesser important guys. In fact,
I was going to say, you know what, I keep the ones close to the objective.
Okay, so turn to movement over. So I've been fairly cautious here. I've shimmied my Overlord armoured airship a wee bit to the side, and then I've driven my Colossus, starting him up the hill here, trying to get him into the fight. Over on the right hand side, I've moved my gyrocopters in to sit on this objective, but obviously they've got a lot of firepower bearing down on them, so whether they stay there or not will be yet to be determined. Over here, these guys just engage with each other. They're just piling in. You've came across into the middle here to take this objective, hopefully from my robots. And swung the giblet grinders round as well. Yep. Obviously the Mad Boys were on first fire, which is maybe not what you wanted, but it's not a terrible thing for them. Over here, as you just saw, we've held my Berserkers into this objective, or into these bikes that are sitting on the objective. Lost a couple in the process, but it had to be done. You've kept all your Evil Sons on first fire in the woods, and I've brought my bikes up into the woods as well. Kept my warriors back on first fire, and then I've got my gyrocopters as well for pop-up attacks, and my Leviathan again is trundled forward as well to get some more shots down range. So yeah, it's going to be another bloody turn, I think.
Let's see.
Yep, let's go into first fire.
Starting off the turn again, the Great Gargant is going to fire the ball round. It feels a bit of a waste, but I don't feel like I can shoot at aerial targets. It's not in the rules, but I don't feel good about it, so I'm not doing it. So we're trying to get them. I'm also going to fire the Scorcher turret at this unit, the Gatling cannon, the head cannon, the two of those, and the observation turret will be targeted on this unit here. And last of all, the Magnum Mega Cannon is going to go after your airship there. So we'll start with the ball round again first, same as last time. Oh dear. Whoops. Right, so 8. It's going to take out 2 of my bikes, but it will continue, so it might actually end up taking 46. So it's going 50. So yeah, that's going to plough through him anyway. So 2 of them have had it, they're toast.
Okay, and it'll be a -4 for him, so 5 up. Yep, he's
Well
okay.
Gatling cannon in, so he's going to be 4 pluses to hit because of the observation turret. So 3 hits, 3 saves at -1.
Okay, normally is it 4 plus for him normally? Sure, check a second. Yeah, 4 plus. So 2 die, and then he'll get a morale check for that. And they're okay, but
okay, not quite yet. The head cannon as well, so that's usually 4 plus, so it'll be 3 plus. 1 hit.
That's -2, is it?
-2.
Nope, don't know. Well done.
And the last one then is just the Mega Cannon Clanger at your man there. Okay, 3 up to hit the airship. It does hit, but 1 to 3 it misses.
Nope,
Yep, so it does hit, so you have to do a save now at -3, so 4 up.
Nope, it's gone.
It's going. Okay.
Okay, for me, I'm going to use my warriors, so they're going to fire into your Evil Sons detachment there. So it's 9 warriors plus the warlord. Everything will be hitting on 6s. Nothing.
Okay, the war boss is going to fire at this unit here, trying to get off these robots. 6 dice, 5 or 6s.
Oh,
nice.
Roll that one.
4 hits.
4 hits. -1, isn't it?
-2.
-2, oh, they're dead then. Nicely done. Okay, I'll use my robot command vehicle for what it's worth. It's got 4 heavy bolters, so I'll fire them into these bikes in front of them. Looking for 5s. 2 hits.
Nice.
No minus.
No minus, sorry. Okay, look for 6s. No. Okay, both got it.
Cool.
Just good for you. I don't get that objective this time. I'm going to fire my first unit of Evil Sons. So I've got 4 guys in there, plus I've got a knob stand, so 6 dice. And I'm just going to target your trikes.
Yeah,
6s, yeah. You can get 1.
Cool. Oh no, sorry, I got 5 up cover for the forest.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Knew there was something. No. Okay, so I'm going to fire my Colossus from behind cover here. I'm going to use the Recon Gyrocopter to spot for it. So I'm going to fire the Doomsday Cannon into that back building. Then I'm going to chain up my missiles. So there's one being lost effectively, but I'm going to do it for hitting these battle wagons and then the other building. So Doomsday Cannon, first of all, D6 barrels plus 3, 5. Looking for 6s as always. No. And then got this one
as well.
Yep, so it'll be 6.
So there'll be 6s again. So 2, 5,
6
guys in there, yeah.
Okay, 6 guys looking for 6s. Just the 1, and you get a 4 up save. It's fine. And then 3 battle wagons will be hitting on 4s. 2 at -1.
5's up. No.
2 then gone, yep. And do a wee morale check for the last one as well. Nope.
Failed. Right, the Evil Sons are going to target your warriors in the building now, so 7 dice and all, because it's 5 guys plus knob stand. Just the 1 6. 4 plus save.
Nope. And it goes. Take away from the back here. Okay, I'm going to pop up my gyrocopters here and go into these Evil Sons in the woods here. Again, hitting on 6s. 9 dice. 2, 3. Okay, and you get 3 5 up cover saves. Oh, just the 1.
Okay, it's not
Alright.
going your way.
No, it certainly isn't.
Right, and the way that it works in LI is that you can see into the woods, so this back unit I'm also going to fire at the warriors. 6s again. I do get 2, and you get 2 saves of 5 up.
Nope.
Okay.
No, 4 up.
Oh yeah, 4 up, sorry, it's a building, I was thinking of the woods, sorry.
Sorry, no worries. Okay, I'm going to fire the gyrocopters into the mad boys. So the reason I'm doing this is to try and trigger them into doing something mad rather than actually trying to churn through them, because there's quite a lot of them. So 9 dice hitting on 5s. 4 dead, and then we do a mad boy check at the end of this phase, don't we?
Okay, the mad boys are going to return fire back at them, the ones that are in range, so I've actually got 24 of them in range, so 5s. So that's 2, so that's next block. Oofed. 4, so 6 hits plus anything else here. Oofed. Another 4, so that's 10 hits.
10 hits.
Basic saves, and there's no TSM.
Nope, nothing. Well done.
Right, the slasher doesn't really have many targets, so he's just going to fire at your robot command unit. The red dice were hitting on 4s, and the slasher attack on a 3. So 2 hits, 1 at -2, 1 at -3.
Okay, so the -2, it's fine, and -3, he's also fine.
So you get a 1+ there?
He does, yep.
Wow. Because it's all mine now, anyone's going to combine all 6 of these battle wagons. In fact, those 2 can't fire because they're behind the wood.
That's true, yep.
But these 2 can. 6s to hit your warriors in the building. Only 1 possibly. 4 up save. Well done.
Okay, into the close combat phase. So we're going to do this one first.
Yeah, so your berserkers are +2, but they get +1 for charging. My war bites are +3, so even odds basically. But you'll be able to reroll 1s or 2s.
That's true, yep. Which I'll need
So
to
which
do.
you'll do it, and you'll win. Next one. You win that.
Yep, there as well.
Well done.
And then Hearthguard +6,
Yeah.
+7 for charging.
And
You're
that
at
+5, so you
so
get a +2. I do win that one.
I'll reroll that too.
Oh,
Oh, worse.
Unlucky.
Okay,
So he's gone.
cool. But I still win the combat overall, so you need to
Yes, morale check.
roll check.
Oh, sorry, 6.
6, yep. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll start over here then. So I'm opting to fight the buggies first because I'd rather keep my knobs war bikes. It's even odds basically is how it works out. So
Cool.
9, 11, oh, well done.
Yeah, so now you've got an extra dice and your plus something.
Another +3.
I can reroll that too.
Yeah, I don't think you can do
That
that. 13.
no.
Next one more buggy. No, the fact these are both war buggies. You can reroll
Yeah.
that. Oh no, in fact, I can because you're infantry, so no improvement. So he's gone. We'll do that one, yeah. You know, it's you win that. I don't have a second attacker. Your rhino.
Yep.
Versus so you get +1 for your charge, but I get +4 overall.
Yeah.
Reroll. 6 +4 is 10,
Still
so
got it.
still has it again. So, yeah.
You got me.
Your health guard.
Yeah,
+6.
+6, yeah,
Yeah,
+7 on the charge, so +5 overall then? No, +4 overall.
4.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I lost 3, but you lost 4, so you get the...
I get to do a morale check. It's fine.
I'm going to fire these guys at your robot control vehicle, and it's 5 or 6 to hit. I've got 4 dice because I've got 2 boys and 1 knob stand. Nothing.
Okay, back to me. So the Leviathan is going to fire a Doomsday Cannon into, there's a couple of bikes and a knob under there. So I just need to roll up for D6 plus 3 damage points. 6, which is
4 ups.
4 ups again, because 2 detachments are over them separately.
Yeah.
So blues will be the bikes, greens will be the knob. 1 of each. Then I've got the 6 las cannons and the battle cannon are going to these giblet grinders, so it'll be 5s for the blue dice, 4s for the green dice. 2, just 2 at -1.
Yes, 1 plus all round, so
2 ups.
Right.
Cool.
The giblet grinders are going to go at your robot control vehicle, try and get rid of it. So we'd all do victory points. And
Yeah, exactly. You get nothing for killing the robots, but you do for killing him. So.
But I do want to clear this out, so
Aye.
take the next turn as well. So. 5s it is. So 3 hits at -1.
Nope, it's fine. I'll use my trikes. They've got multi-meltas, and then there's Guildmaster with his heavy bolters, and we'll go into your bikes here on the objective. So it'll be 3s for the green dice and 5s for the blue dice. And yeah,
3 hits.
3 hits with the multi-meltas.
And nothing I can do about
No, yeah, -3.
They're gone, yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Craig's denied me this objective. I'm going to try and do the same with, with these guys now. I'm going to try and take out these berserkers. So
Yeah.
5s to hit. And I get 3.
That's
so
enough. Yeah, well done.
just. Alright, into the end phase then. So in this turn, nothing's really changed objective wise.
Yeah.
You're still holding on to this objective.
I've still got my one in my back line as well.
Yeah. My battle wagon, which was close to this, had failed his morale check, so he's way back in the back lane after a retreat. But he did pass his morale check. Nothing's close enough to regain them. So again, you're getting 6 points for your this one, 4 points for that one. 2 for that. I've still not done anything but capturing one deep objective. And these other 2 are still neutral. From a breakages point of view then, you picked off a few more mad boys, but they're miles away from breaking. Same with Evil Sons. Bad Moons went last turn, but the Evil Sun, the Cult of Speed has now gone. So that's another 10 points to you this turn. So that should gain 16 points again this turn, same as you did last turn. So you're 32 points and breakages.
Yeah, for me, so obviously the Guild Bikers went last turn, but this turn you managed to break the Iron Eagle gyrocopter wing, and the robots are still, although they're all dead, they're still surviving by the CV being alive. The Brotherhood, although they're looking pretty decimated, they're actually still 2 away from breaking. That's because the squats have got abnormally high break points, which is good for me. I'd say it's closer than it looks at the moment.
So that was another 10 points for me, so I'm up to 23, 32, 23, so it's very fine. I mean, you don't seem to have a lot of things left on the board.
No, I certainly don't.
But I also don't have, other than the 2 Gargants, I don't have a lot of firepower left, so I think I'm still finely poised. I need to get a shifty on and start capturing some objectives, I think. Anyway, let's see what happens in turn 3.
Cool. Okay, so we're interrupting the movement phase of turn 3, so your Mad Boys got the charge orders, which is actually pretty handy for you, and they've charged at my robot command vehicle. So he's going to shoot them on the way in, looking for 6s. I'm just hoping really to kill 1 at least to trigger the Mad Boy madness in the end of the phase, which we don't. Oh well. Okay, turn 3 movement completed. So, yep, I've pushed forward my gyrocopters, not expecting them to survive this. It's a whole bit of a Hail Mary on my part, and even met by the Evil Sons coming out of the woods. So, yeah, it's going to be a nasty one there. I've pushed my Colossus up. I kind of probably should have really read the stats in the Colossus before playing the game, but I didn't realise how powerful it was. So, I'm going to get some dopamine out of rolling dice, hopefully at least this turn, if he doesn't get one shot by these Gargants. So I pushed him up onto the edge of this cliff to shoot. Likewise a Leviathan, I've pushed him slightly along the cliff face to do some shooting. In here obviously saw that Mad Boy's rushing into the CV and he wasn't able to take any down, so he's getting swamped. You've shimmied your Gargants around again for this showdown with the Colossus. And then over here there's been the usual charge, counter charge for this objective. I think you're going to be able to hold it no matter what I do. So, yep, interesting. We'll go into first fire and see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to try and do some damage to your remaining Iron Eagles.
Yep.
Well, in fact, it's only these 3 I can fire at, because I need to fire at 1 formation. I can't fire all 4. Yeah. So, these 6 guys, it amounts to 7 dice. 5 or 6s. Oof, nothing.
Good stuff. Okay, over to me. So, Colossus, advanced, it's got a rule that says it always fires in first fire, so we're debating that, but for the moment it's rules as written, so we'll see. In light of that, I'm going to fire the 8 battle cannon shots into your slasher. I'm going to fire the thunder into your slasher. I'm going to fire the doomsday cannon into your war boss's retinue here. So we'll go for the war bosses first, so that's the d6 plus 3.
Oh, nice, 8. 3. You hit on 3s.
Hit on 3s.
All 3s wasted.
Right, okay, so let's say the battle cannon, so that's hitting on 4s. Strip these shields. Yes, and the weight go through, of course, as well. So as well.
Yeah, okay, right. So roll the
7
5 dice first of all.
Sorry, 5. Yeah.
Any 6s go through. Okay, I'll roll another dice. doesn't go through. That's 6 so far, so it does amount to the same thing.
Yeah.
They're stripped, but 2 go through.
Yeah. Cool.
But it could have been.
It could have been more hits on it. Yeah. Okay. So 2 minus 2 then.
Yep. So 3 up.
Yep.
Both saved.
And then finally the Thunderer, which is a hit.
-3, so 4 up.
Nope.
Failed. So first.
One wound off him, but still happy with that.
Alright, my Evil Sons are going to fire at your, just this spotter here himself, and try and get rid of him. 5 ups, the green dice are for the knobs, which are -2, the rest are zeros. Hit by a knob stand.
Okay, -2, 6 up. Nope. Alright. Okay, last of my first fires. I've got the warriors in the building here, and they're going to go for these Evil Sons in the open that are going for this objective. So, 7 warriors left, so 7 dice, and then the warlord all hitting on 5s.
No, 2.
2.
I'll take the 1 off. I can do that, can't I?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
As long as it's from the same unit, because that was the 6, they were like 1 unit.
Yeah, I think technically the guy in the cover would be separate. I should have, because it's.
Right, okay, no, that's fine.
I know it's a pain.
Let's do it right.
Okay.
Get it, I'll take that guy.
Because that's what you need to do. If there's guys half in cover, half out of cover, you have to declare whether you're firing the guys in the open or the guys in cover.
Yeah.
If you're doing the guys in cover, they all get cover or
Yeah.
whatever. It's a pain. I don't know.
Anyway. No, it makes sense. Totally. That's fine.
No worries. Okay, we're into close combat, so we'll start with this. The robot command vehicle is a +3. You're a +1 with the Mad Boys, but you charge, so +2.
So +1 overall.
Yeah.
And you get 1.
Get 1, yep. We're on to 3 dice.
Yeah. He's had it.
Last. Yeah. You did well though.
Yeah, he did do well. Do you want to do that one first?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, so you're +1 overall.
Yep.
Ooh, 11.
Well done.
You get +2 over this guy, don't you?
Yeah, so he's +7 to your +5.
You win that one. I get 3 dice. That's your +2. You win. I'm done. That health card is unstoppable.
Yeah, good stuff.
What if I'm a 2 goblet grinders and I go into your Leviathan? 10 dice, 5 or 6s. Well, not too
3,
bad.
that's
3.
enough to strip all his shields that he's got.
Don't really have much firepower to take him out though.
Right, before my gyrocopters bite the dust, I'm going to fire them into that same group of Evil Sons. So there's 3 out of cover that I'll go for. So 9 dice total, hitting for 5s. Ugh. 1.
Alright, these bad moons are going to target your Leviathan. Take him down.
Oh, pretty good. 6 there.
4 hits, that's pretty good.
Yep. -2.
-2, yeah.
3 ups.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Well done.
Okay, so Leviathan, I'm going to drop the Doomsday Cannon into those guys. So only 2 knobs under this, I need to roll d6 +3. Yep.
8, so 3 ups.
3 ups, so 2 of them under there.
Okay, so there's a normal guy and there's a knobs.
It's just 2. You
of course,
I
I keep forgetting.
That's alright. Just 1.
So I'll take off the white.
Okay. And then I'm going to split my fire with, because they were within 10 centimetres each of these 2 detachments of battle wagons. I'm going to split the fire between them from the las cannon. So do the back one first. I'm getting 3 barrels. Nope, nothing. And then the front ones. Is it 5s? Yeah, so nothing again. And then the battle cannon into the front unit as well. No.
Oh man.
Cool.
Disappointing.
Alright.
Right, these bad moons are going to try and pick off these gyrocopters again. So 4 dice, 5 or 6s. 2 hits, 2 -2s.
6s.
Oh,
What's happened there? Bizarre.
yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, good.
Lucky.
Okay. So 1 in ammo.
Okay, down to my last shot of the game. Shot of the game, that's a bit pessimistic. Last shot of the turn. And it's the trikes, and I'm going to go for the battle wagons. So blue dice will be hitting on 3s, the green dice will be hitting on 5s. Yep, so 3 hits, -3.
Yeah, well, -4 I would say because it's side shots.
No, remember LI, rear shots, whatever. But also.
See, I'm just here to remind you.
Exactly.
Remind the audience.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, -3 is
good enough.
dead.
Cool.
These battle wagons will try and take out your Gyrocopters, 5 or 6s, nothing. Okay, the other one's this time. 5 or 6s, 1 hit.
4 up.
Nothing. Aye, just no save, no standing. Pretty desperate now.
Ooh, nice. -2. No,
Both going unlucky. Alright, the Great Gargant, he is going to fire. His Gatling cannons are going to go, and I'll use a spotter turret against this one guy because I want that objective.
Yep.
And then everything else is going at your Colossus and the thing there. So I'm going to fire the ball round him first of all.
Sure.
Let's see if it deviates. It does deviate. 5 back the way. And I would suggest that is not going to hit anything. So missed.
Good.
He's still going to fire his 2 battle cannon in his head, and also the death cannon. Not death cannon.
Magnum mega cannon.
Yeah, I can't struggle with that one. So 3+ and 4 pluses. 2 hits. So
2 shields.
2 shields off. So that'd be 4. And this poor guy. So usually 5s at 4s to hit. Quite a few goods. 5. So 5 saves at -1.
Does he have a fixed save?
Maybe it does.
No, it's a 6+, so he's gone. Oh well.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Total overkill on an entire Magnum cannon trying to take him out.
Yeah, it was the right choice, though, because we were just talking about that. He would have still contested that objective, potentially, with the tactical strength stuff, so.
And that only leaves the last Gargant now. The rules are very vague about this, about the belly gun. I'm just not comfortable with this one. I don't mind because he's on the hill.
You're totally fine to do it. Just go for it.
Well, I'm not doing it because I don't want to.
Okay.
So, slasher attack gun, which is 5 dice, 4 ups, and the death cannon, 3 up against the Colossus. So, yeah, 3 hits.
That's fine, it's just the 3 shields then. End of turn 3, and I think that's going to be end of game as well, if we want to total up the victory points. So yeah, you've managed to grab these objectives all through the middle here, which gives you 12 points plus the 4 for
having 2 or more.
Having 2 or more, so yeah, you're getting 16 for that.
Yeah.
Which has swung things massively, I think.
Yeah, and I also got an extra 3 for the...
for breaking the robots.
Yeah, eventually.
I think for 300 points to do that, they did well, and again, yeah, the CV is actually quite hard to kill, as it turned out. So,
yeah, which was a surprise to me as well. Breakages wise, I mean, you picked off some more things that time.
I was going for the Evil Sons this turn to try and break that last clan, but didn't quite make it.
Yeah, not quite there, nearly, but it's getting there. But as for me, really,
well, if you flip it the other way around, all I've got left is this one unit of trikes, 1 unit of warriors, and the 2 Praetorians. Oh, and the Grand Warlord, who's done not much this game.
Wandering the wilderness.
He's wandering, yeah.
Is he probably will be after he's ousted afterwards.
I think so.
But yeah, that was a huge turn for me, so that took me to 42 points to 34 for the squats.
Cool. Right, call it there, I think.
Yeah,
Cheers. No, it wasn't.
No.
But it was, I managed to claw it back, I think, a little bit, a bit of dignity. I think my poor deployment and just poor knowledge about the squats did me a wee bit of a disservice, but no, it's not to say you didn't do well, of course, as well. No,
I mean, I think the biggest mistake you made was keeping the Colossus out of sight, because he's got so much firepower that he's worth getting in. I mean, I totally expected us both to basically just set up opposite each other and have a shooting match. Now, it could have went with that first turn. It's basically a 1 in 3 chance of the ball round hitting. We're having a little talk about this lunchtime, whether we went too far with the Ork Gargants.
Yeah, up for debate, I think.
Yeah, we'll have a think about that. It might be the case that we might put a rule in that if they're knocking the void shields down, it knocks the void shields down and that's it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get to do the role as well. I think that might be a better balance for it. But I still feel that they do need something that's engine killer.
Yeah, I mean, another option might be to do, I mean, it's the same effect essentially, but just give them another ammo type. So give them a kind of penetrating ammo type, a ball round, and their high explosive one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mix, and then that makes you decide what you want to fire.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We'll chew over that one, definitely.
Exactly.
The other thing that maybe I would have done for the 4,000 points is maybe had, particularly now that garrison buildings is so important, is how much fire
that was a total waste of my army, was shooting these guys in the building and getting nothing out of it. And the same, in fact, you wear your war boss as well. I did manage to take a few of them, but it took so much firepower to take not many guys out. Even the woods, I mean, the woods are really effective now as well, with just getting a cover save.
Yeah, the cover save is really good in the woods. Unlike previously, you can fire into the woods no matter how deep they are, it's just you can't fire at the other side of them.
Yeah, having nothing that ignores cover is, as we've discovered the last few games, is a massive thing. You really need something to burn guys out of buildings or woods, otherwise, or bring down buildings.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The mega cannon, I think, would have been a good option for you there, and that I would have been fairly fearful of.
Yeah, I know, that's something I should have brought, really. Yeah.
Maybe that was the one thing I might have changed. I actually thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was alright. I think probably one too many Praetorians. I think I could have probably done it with just the Colossus. I mean, obviously we'll never know about the Cyclops because it didn't get to do anything.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But even without that, I think when I was making the list, I had it in my head that I had 2 Praetorians and that was it, because I forget that you get one with the Brotherhood. So yeah, I probably just over-egged that super heavy pudding a little bit, but hey, it's all good.
Yeah, it was a good game. So thanks again for that. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. I don't think we've even thought about it.
No, epic wise, yeah, it's interesting.
We will do another one.
Oh, aye.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider commenting, liking, and most of all subscribing. Please fill the bell if you can so you get all your notifications on our channel. And until next time, keep on living the life of die.